I'm not even kidding. That's exactly how I used to feel about tests. It's funny how the school system makes you feel like you're going to lose the world if you fail. But in reality, that's not the most important thing. I think in this episode, Twilight discovers exactly what is more important. The question is, what is it? Get your kid ass out of here. Hello, I'm Discord Jedi Knight, and here we are at Season 3, A Blast from the Past. Literally, the Crystal Empire. Just like how Season 2 hit the gas and flooded you with almost endless, non-stop banger episodes. Season 3 had to do the same. And I really feel like the Season 3 writers were trying to hit lightning twice, using basically the same formula as Season 2, or even Season 1. The problem is, you just can't hit lightning twice sometimes. There is a major issue that I have with Season 3, and it all starts with this episode. MLP Season the Big Bad was an ancient evil who broke out and was a threat far greater than Nightmare Moon ever was. He was the arch-villain of both of the sisters, who were damn near powerless to stop him had it not been for the elements of harmony. And the Bug Queen at the end was able to literally sneak into a royal wedding and absorbed enough power that she overtook Celestia instantly as Luna most likely slept. And what did Sombra do? No, seriously. I love the concept of the Crystal Empire, a different land that was cursed by darkness and we have to bring the light back to them. But I hate the execution. How I feel about the Crystal Empire as a whole can all be summed up by my feelings about Sombra. He's a Discord wannabe. He's like Kylo Ren, but worse. He'll save most of the comparison for a Sombra-specific video, but in short like KY Low, where they actually try to make him unique. Sombra just has his scary looks and no substance, and I get it. Sometimes we don't need a Vader with a complex art. Sometimes we need a Joker, bad for the sake of being bad. But all the villains I like, even if they're just bad for the sake of being bad, have a personality to back it up. He doesn't, but this video isn't about Sombra, it's about Twilight and her trials, her tests. It starts out with the Crystal Empire showing up out of nowhere. Celestia calls in Twilight, her best student, and arguably greatest weapon to go and help. It's funny when you realize she treats Twilight like a more than a student at times. Knowing she must somehow stop the darkness of Sombra, she plans to find the only thing that could defeat him. Meeting up with her friends and her brother and wife, she travels there where she is attacked by the ghost monster. Once they get away from it, she finds an old great library of the Crystal Empire, and starts reading countless books and asking around the Crystal Empire for help. They learn about a fair that brings the ponies together to promote love and shield the kingdom, but it won't work without the centerpiece of the fair, the most powerful relic in the Empire, the Crystal Heart. When love is put into it, the heart refracts that energy into a ray that defeats the darkness. Wow, is it just me, or does this sound like Death Star tech with giant KYBR crystals and such? Anyway, moving on before that, the others of the gang try to entertain the ponies of the Empire as they search for the heart. Now, I do like the trap Sombra setup, giving ponies their worst nightmares, and I like that Twilight has the strength to overcome them, and finding the Crystal Heart is on the Crystal Castiel roof. I swear tried to say that 5 times fast lol. And unfortunately, she gets caught by Sombra. Knowing it is her mission to save the day, she worries she has failed to achieve the goal. She cannot pass this grand test of her teachers. But even so, that's not what's important. The lives around her are. And that is her real test. Selfless as he give up the hero status, the main character's energy, and pass the torch to someone else. Too bad the show writers couldn't do that. Anyway, she causes the crystal to Spike, who, through a bit of hijinks and cadence, saves the day and defeats Sombra. Twilight thinks her test was to achieve what Celestia wanted her to do. But in reality, her test wasn't about herself. It was about how to lead, how to be selfless, and understand that the most important thing isn't herself and what she wants, but those around her. And that's the most important lesson, and I like that MLP teaches it. Despite wanting to accomplish your own goals, sometimes it's better to help those around you, to put others first before you. A great lesson and a fun and entertaining departure, but if I'm being honest, I'd rather it was Discord instead of Sombra. How cool would that have been? He breaks out and brings back a crazy old empire that he ruled long ago, taking over the minds of ponies and making them his army. This time there's no Mr. Nice guy, no tricks, no danger, someone willing to defeat them. And just like last time, where it was a case of her friends needing to trust Twilight, this time Twilight needs to trust her friends, specifically Fluttershy. But I would like all the main six except Twilight to eventually trust him as he tries to be reformed. Like, say he captured Fluttershy and tried to take over that mind, but thanks to her memories from the last time he tried to defeat them, you can get in her head this time, not even by force. And so she confronts him with her new bravery and confidence that resulted after season 2. Discord would eventually confess he never had a friend before, and Fluttershy would offer friendship if he chooses to be reformed, and Twilight has to trust Fluttershy instead of Spike in this case. Saving the day, Discord lets the so-called minions go free, claiming he just wanted a friend, but no one would be his. Basically the same lesson, though. Despite Twilight's efforts of trying to pass her test, she has to realize that being a leader is about compromise and putting others first above her own desires and grudges that she would have against Discord. The rest of the series goes as planned, but no smoke but monsters with no personality. Instead, finding the crystal heart, all ponies are saved, bringing a new source of light to the kingdom. I'm not going to lie, this is another fan fiction idea that I have, and I have no time to actually write it. Oh, well, maybe one day. It could be an interesting retelling of the Season 3 Crystal Empire arc. But in all honesty, what do I give this episode? It's a 7 out of 10. A great story, but it's far from my favorite, and might just be one of my least favorite starts to a season. Maybe at some point I could rank the series openings and endings, but that's for another day. For now, if you would like to see my review of NLP songs that I did indeed rank, feel free to watch this video here. Let me know what you think of the Crystal Empire and this first introduction to Sombra. Like, share, subscribe, and remember, my friend, it's not all about you, and friendship is magic.